your mouth out, take it away now. To compete with, guess that's something I should deal with. I've been caught up in my feelings and can't seem to see the reason. We've been choked to keep from screaming. We've been dosed into believing, being eroded by the seasons. But we're human in the evening, so take it away. See you across the room, the whole party disappears. And when your eyes meet mine, I get a feeling in me, I get a feeling in me. My heart just floor like we don't have a fucking care. No stopping this rush, we'll never get enough. We carry on the party with forever coming up. We're moving, we're free, come join the revelry. Cause God is just a DJ preaching solidarity. Together as one, we've only just begun. We're in our fucking element, no sleep until the sun. Another long night, another sunrise, another white line. Another long night, another sunrise, another white line. Another long night, another sunrise, another white line. Another long night, another sunrise, another white line.
I got some good news, and I got some bad news. Bad news is you're never going to be the same. You'll never be whole. Not ever again. The good news is, as soon as you accept that, you let yourself suffer.
There's Strepidemic here. Unfortunately, our regular commentator could not be here today, so I will be stepping up. That way you guys have some sort of commentary. No, it's not that wonderful Irish voice you guys are used to, but hopefully we'll be able to make this happen. Going to be starting up today with Mr. LDC Coin here, one of our returning competition drivers in his beautiful James Dean mobile here. He's going to be going ahead and starting us off today with a buy run, so we're going to go ahead and get him on his way here. Coin is going to be off for his buy run here. Starting off with a pretty good entry, going and hitting that first center clip, straight over into the second one. Bringing it out to that outside zone, a little bit deep there, but better to be deep than further to inside. See, he brings it around the next outside zone, looking pretty smooth and stable there in that beautiful E92. Bringing it out to the touch and go, keeping it nice and safe away from that pothole. And then out to that final outside zone across the line. That's going to complete LDC Coin's buy run to start off the night. Definitely a nice run to see right out of the gate. Coin coming back, showing why he's such a strong driver. Really happy to see him here with that beautiful E92 once again. Always great to see Mr. James Dean in the building. Unfortunately, his other James Dean counterpart will not be here today, Mr. Plumps. So we only have one James Dean today. Next up, we will have...
It's AJ versus Quinners next.
We will have Mr. AJ going up against Quinners. There's an E92 versus, I believe, what do we got, a GR86 coming up to the line? And Quinners here, showing off a new livery this time around. Believe it's, I still don't know how to pronounce it, so sorry to the guys if I butcher it, but Durisha? One or the other, some kind of way. New team to me, in my knowledge, but I've seen a bunch of the guys coming up with their liveries. He's sporting that IVDC livery on his E92. Oh, that's not even an E92, I believe. I'm totally mistaken. I believe that's like an M2 or something. Whoops. Either way, good looking car. We've got AJ in the GR86 Red Bull livery. These guys are ready to battle it out here for our first battle of the top 32.
Alright, good to send them.
We're gonna be sending our drivers. And both drivers are off for the first battle of the night. Quinter's in the follow in that beautiful BMW. AJ on initiation, going for that inside clip. Quinter's fallen back a little bit and fallen very far off of the line. Not sure what's going on there, as AJ doesn't get all the way out to that outside zone. Now Quinters comes back. Oh, and Quinters is into the wall. Puts the back end of that car, smacked up against the guardrail. Pretty much all AJ has to do now is finish out this run, and we're going to see a major advantage towards AJ in the first half of this battle. Very unfortunate for Quinters, smashing that gorgeous car into the wall like that. Hopefully we'll be able to see him at least put on a pretty good lead run to try and balance that out. Definitely a shame to see it, such a strong competitor coming out here. But hey, drift taps happen, can't help it. It's bound to happen to everybody at some point or another. Gonna get ready to switch things over for the next run here. We're gonna have AJ in the follow, Quinters in the lead. As soon as our judges are ready to send it, we're gonna get these guys on their way for the second half of their battle. Here we go. Second half of this battle, Quinters out front, AJ in the follow. Quinters going to be getting a pretty good gap established right off of the initiation there. AJ having to make up that ground, but he does it within the first and second inside clip. Now not making it all the way out into that line, following Quinters to the outside zone. Still a little bit of a gap between the two. Now he's getting up there as Quinters dives in very early off of that outside clip. Going out to the touch and go. Saves it from the pothole there. AJ finally finding some proximity as they cross over the line. Not the prettiest run from either driver, but still a run nonetheless. Nobody into the wall this time. Nobody succumbing to that pothole. And now we will await our judge's decision. Now it's very unfortunate what happened in that first run there, as you could see on the stream. Unfortunately, Quinters backed that BMW right up into the wall. Putting on a pretty good run prior to that, but you know, things happen in drifting. Unfortunately, it just happened to catch him. I believe our judges are coming to a decision here. Right, and our judges do indeed have that decision. That decision is going to be AJ, so all three judges sliding over to AJ. It is unanimous. Unfortunately, just that luck with Quinters going into that wall is going to take him out right off of the rip. And we're going to get ready for our next battle here. Next up, we have... looks like a buy run for Remix, if he chooses to take that buy run. As per the usual, buy runs are optional, so our drivers do not have to take them. They are allowed to opt in and skip out on that buy run so that things can move on quicker. So we're going to wait and see if he comes up to the line. If not, it will be Damien for his buy run, which same situation if he pulls up or if he skips. Alright, and it looks like both of them will be doing buy runs, so Remix will be pulling up to the line. Shout out to Quinters in chat. Unfortunately, some very, very rough luck there coming out of the gate. But hey, man, at least you went out in some kind of style. Scraping them fucking bumpers right off of the wall, my man. You're putting it out there. Sometimes you just throw it too hard. That's the thing about them Bimmer boys, man. You guys throw down so hard and then never know what's going to happen. But now let's get Remix here on his way with his buy run. And Remix is off. Let's see what he puts down for us here. Going for that initiation. Brings it up nice onto the white line there. Coming around to that second inside clip. Very nicely done. Out to that outside zone. Not getting all the way out there, but still putting it into the zone. Through the transition. Bringing it around nice and smooth on that angle. Could have been a little bit deeper there, but still not bad nonetheless. Now we're out to the touch and go. And out to that final outside and across the line. Not the deepest runs, but a run nonetheless. Very good job by Remix on that buy run. So that will advance him onto the top 16. And now we will be getting Damien up to the line for his buy run. I will say it's very nice to see that there was a 350 in the comp. We don't see too many of those lately. So it's very cool to have one of those pop in for us. I believe next we're going to have Damien coming up here. I think he's in, what do we got here, an RX-7? An RX-7 indeed. Damien, a member of Imperium. We're going to get him on his way with his buy run as well now. And off Damien goes in that RX-7. Initiates. A little bit of handbrake there, making sure that he maintains that line. Going through the second inside clip out to the outer zone. Makes it out there through the transition. Brings it around. Very small waver there, but nothing too bad. And he's going to bring it around for that touch and go. Not getting all the way out to the touch and go there. But still holding that angle. And then out to that final outside and across the finish line. That'll be a complete buy run for Damien. Advancing on to the top 16. Going to move right on into the next battle of our night here. We're going to have AJ versus LDC Coin. LDC Coin in that beautiful E92 Eurofighter against AJ in that Red Bull car. As we await our judges okay to send. Alright, here we go. Gonna have LDC Coin out front, gonna have AJ in the follow in that Red Bull car. LDC Coin initiates, bit of space between both cars. AJ gonna have to make that proximity up. Cutting the line to make sure it happens, but he does get there. Back up into the pocket. LDC Coin with a very nice run so far. Swings it through the transition, bringing it around the outside. AJ finally putting down some proximity. Coming up to that touch and go. Coin putting the car in pretty good spots. Could have been a little deeper on touch and go. Brings it around to that last outside and right across the finish line. A very nice run from both drivers. AJ finally putting some proximity into his run. Now we're going to bring him back to the line. We're going to flip-flop the positions. We're going to have AJ up front, LDC Coin in the follow. As Coin sending that car off-road a little bit, as he does from time to time. This may be the first time that we haven't seen Coin bouncing the rear end of his car around every single turn. Almost looks as if he might have finally stiffened that thing up. But we've got both drivers to the line. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get them on their way. AJ out front, LDC Coin in the follow. Let's see what these boys put down. AJ initiates. Not getting too close to that first inside clip. Drops a tire on the second inside clip. Coin getting up into that proximity now as he come around through that outside zone and through the transition. Looks like possibly a tire drop from Coin as he keeps that proximity. Trying to follow that line. Gets right up on AJ's door there. Bringing it around to the touch and go. AJ putting it where it needs to be. Coin right there. Drops another tire on that last outside zone and across the line. Coin definitely not afraid to get that proximity and get right up on that door when he needs to. Gonna go ahead. Judges are gonna go ahead and deliberate what's going on with the runs. Who made what mistakes, whose lead and whose chase was better. And hopefully they're gonna reach a decision here for everybody. Always nice seeing Coin come out here and compete. Same with AJ though. AJ is a newer name to our series. It's always good to see somebody come out, put down a first season like he's been doing. He's been very consistent throughout the season so far. I believe this is a new car for him this round here. As our judges are deliberating the call, how's everybody doing out there watching on the Twitch channel? If the Discord link did not work, I would highly recommend going over to our Instagram page, where we have a link in our bio that will get you to every single link you could possibly need. The Discord link is also over there. We will also get a new one set up into the Twitch server. Okay. Yep, our event is currently closed for this round. This is round 3. However, we do have 3 more rounds after this one that you can partake in. So no need to worry, you're not totally missing the party. And I believe our judges have come to a decision, so we're just waiting for the graphics to come up onto the board here. And our judges are going to slide it left for AJ, slide it right for LDC Coin. It's going to be to the right for LDC Coin. LDC Coin is going to get the win and advance on. Very good effort by Mr. AJ with those runs. Didn't complete either one of them. Put up a good fight, but unfortunately LDC Coin just taking him out. We're going to go ahead and get our next drivers up to the line here. We should be seeing Remix and Damien coming up to the line. Yep, they're making their way. Our 2 by-run drivers, gonna finally get to see them go into some action here against one another. Alright, that's ready for us to send. We're gonna go ahead and get these guys on their way here. Remix out front. Damien in the follow in that RX-7 with that beautiful wide body kit. Remix initiates. Damien keeping some proximity there as they go through that first inside clip. Damien getting right up on his door through that second inside clip, going out to that outside zone. Dropping down an angle a bit in the lead, but they're still going at it. Damien not giving any kind of room here. Keeping that proximity is exactly where he needs to be. Bringing it around to the touch and go. Damien falling off a little bit and cutting the line to get back into that proximity as Remix fills out those zones. Remix in that 350Z, putting down a pretty good lead there so that Damien can put down a pretty good follow. And again, just got to mention how cool it is to see a 350Z here. We do not see these too often in PSO. Definitely nice to see some variety in a car for once. And you would think 350Z, variety, blasphemy. That's just how it is around here. Now we're going to switch it around. We're going to have Damien up in the lead. We're going to have Remix back in the follow. We'll see what these guys can put down for the second half of their battle. And here we go. Damien in the lead. Remix in the chase. Damien initiates. Remix also keeping pretty good proximity to that first inside clip. As Damien white lines both of those inside clips, Remix keeping it in the pocket through that outside zone. Through the transition, almost a touch, but manages to keep it off. As Remix gets right up on Damien's door while he falls off of the line slightly. Gets it back out there, coming out to the touch and go now. Remix keeping that car in beautiful proximity while Damien fills those zones. Very good chase run from Remix there. Absolutely beautiful run. Oh, you love to see proximity like that out of the chase driver. Always makes for a very exciting battle. But of course, you cannot have a good chase without a good lead. Definitely love to see both of these guys going at it. Again, these are two of our buy-run drivers. This is their first time battling tonight, as they did not have anybody to go against in the top 32. And our judges will now deliberate on who is going to win this. Shout out to Texarlo in the chat. Nice to see you finally back home, sir. Definitely glad to have you back. Been a very long time since we've had you around. Who else we got in here? We got Fea. Got Blue hanging out. Looks like cheering for Damien today. Quinners, one of our guys who got taken out, also in here watching our drivers go on. Always good to see our competitors, even when things go wrong, still hanging out. I believe our judges have come to a conclusion here. Right. It's going to be a one more time, I'm hearing from the judges. We are going to have a one more time for that battle between Remix and Damien. Hopefully these guys will put down even better runs on the second time through. All right, as they pull to the line, we're going to have Remix back in the lead, Damien back in the chase. We're going to get ready to send these guys for the first half of their one more time. All right, we're going to get them going. All right, Remix out front, Damien in the follow in that RX-7. Remix initiates, Damien keeping that good proximity as they come through that first inside clip. Doing the same thing through the second as they come through that outside zone. Remix falling off a little early there. But Damien not letting any lack in that proximity, keeping that car right in that pocket as they come through that outer area. Remix swinging it back around till it goes out of touch and go. Damien with two tires off. Oh no. Disaster strikes for Damien as he spins it a little too far on that angle. Loses that proximity, has to cut the line. Luckily, he was able to save it from a full spin out there. I don't know if the judges will complete that or not. We're going to bring him around and switch it. Quinter's in the chat there. No, 2 tires is not a 0. It is a very major deduction. However, as soon as you get 3 tires off, that is when you incomplete. As we got both drivers back to the line here, switching spots so that we can get them going for the second half of this battle. As soon as our judges are ready, we're going to get these guys underway. All right, we're going to be getting these guys underway here. We're going to have Damien out in the lead, Remix in the follow in that 350Z. Damien initiates, Remix keeping it in that door area there, going on that first inner clip with the white line. Damien again, white line in the second inside clip. Remix trying to keep that proximity the best he can. Looks like not falling perfectly into the pocket this time, as Damien brings it around the outer edge of that track. Looks like maybe a slight tap there as they transition for the touch and go. Maybe a tire drop from Damien as well. But Remix still trying to keep that proximity as they cross the line there. Oh. Not too sure what happened there, but Could have been contact coming into the touch and go area. It could have just been a very, very close rub. Not too sure, but it's up to the judges now to make the right call. I gotta tell you, man, that 350Z sure knows how to keep proximity. Very wide car as well. Now, obviously, the RX-7 very wide too, but I mean, the back end of that 350Z just, oh man, huge, absolutely huge. That thing does indeed have a rump of a trunk. As our judges are deliberating here back and forth, trying to come to a full-on conclusion here. Definitely a lot more to look at this run, it seems like. It would appear that our judges do have some kind of a decision, just waiting on the official word here. Oh, maybe not. We're back to the replay. Okay. Our judges do have a decision, I'm being told. Slide him left for Damien, slide him right for Remix, keep him in the middle for one more time. They're going to be sliding left for Damien. Damien is going to get the win over Remix here and advance on. Remix definitely putting up a good fight, secured that one more time on that first battle. Definitely kept the proximity going on that second battle in his follow. Put on a pretty decent lead. But Damien just putting the car where he needs to. And walking away with a win. We're gonna have LDC Coin up to the line with Damien in the follow. I believe that call was standing. I don't see anything in regards to any sort of a protest, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get this battle underway. LDC Coin and that E92 Eurofighter gonna be out front. Damien in the follow with that RX-7. As soon as our judges are ready, we're gonna get them underway. Alright, here we go. Both drivers are off. LDC Coin out in the lead. Damien in the chase in that RX-7. LDC Coin initiates. Not getting all the way into that first center clip, but brings it back around to that white line for the second as Damien keeping that RX-7 in the proximity. LDC Coin not getting all the way out to that outside zone. Damien once again surging up onto the door of that E92 Eurofighter. As Coin throws on a little bit of left-hand brake to keep it out to that zone. Transition it around for the touch and go. And coming around to that outside zone, Damien not giving any room to Coin. And across the line they go. Looked like an absolutely gorgeous run from both drivers there. We're going to bring him back around to the line, and we're going to get him flip-flopped, while you guys get to witness a very nice replay of that gorgeous follow run. Alright, we got both drivers back up to the line. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get them underway. Damien out front. LDC Coin in the chase in that E92 Eurofighter. Here we go. Damien initiates. Brings it up to that white line. Looks like one tire over as they swing it around. Coin having to sacrifice a little bit of that line to keep that proximity in the right spot. Coming through the transition out to that outer area again. Swinging it around that big long corner. Coin putting it on the door where he needs to be as they transition for the touch and go. Coin once again Surging up on that door after that transition. Keeping that car right in that pocket as they cross the line. Some very beautiful runs out of both of these drivers. Two very well experienced and long-time players here. Oh, and run. Jesus, we're going to have Damien getting underneath Coin there right before the replays come up. But our judges are going to go ahead. They're going to deliberate what's going on here. And hopefully we'll have a decision for you soon. Definitely two nice cars on the grid here. Absolutely love seeing the E92 as always. That RX-7, definitely a sight for sore eyes. It's a very aggressive body kit that I understand some may not like, but it's definitely something to look at. We watch our runs back here. What's everybody doing in the chat? Anything that we could do to accommodate you guys, you just let us know. See, we got some talk about wheel and controller going on down in there. Winners again, still hanging out here after getting taken out in the top 32. Really nice to see, even though, you know, hey, you got taken out. Still hanging out with the guys, supporting your other drivers. You love to see that kind of energy out of our guys. Texarwell looking for a beer in the chat. Unfortunately, I cannot give you one through an electronic screen, good sir. Hopefully you find one soon, though. Angel, what's going on? And I believe our judges do have a decision here. Waiting on total confirmation. Hearing that we should have a decision. Just waiting for them to cement it in place here. Okay, judges have a decision. Slide them left for Damien, slide them right for Coin. And it looks like we're going to be sliding it left for Damien, and it is a unanimous decision between all of our judges here. So LDC Coin coming in here, putting on a really good show like he always does. But once again, Damien prevails. For those of you who are watching here, we are going to get ready to cut to a commercial break here. So we're going to leave you off here for a few minutes.
Toyota is turning the truck world upside down with a new generation Toyota 4x4. An all-new truck designed to give you more room and more comfort. Yet tough enough and rugged enough to take on anything it can put its four wheels on. The 1984 Toyota 4x4s. Now an even tougher act to follow. Oh, what a feeling, Toyota.
There's an old saying in racing. Start with the best street cars, and you end up with the best race cars. No wonder more people road race Mazdas than any other car. Mazda. Race-driven engineering the Zoom Zoom way.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
City in city. 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 Honda, 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 Honda. City. Honda, 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 Honda. It will catch your eye in the city.
シティはニュースにあふれてる。ホンダからシティ誕生。
V-dub here in full effect with Trey and his ride.
It looks like it could fly.
What time is it?
I don't know.
Time to unpimp the auto. Oh, snap. German engineering in the house, yeah.
The GTI Mark V, pre-tuned by German engineers.
Listen up, V-dub in the house. Jason, this is your 98 whatchamacallit.
You got an F.
You know what we're gonna do now?
No.
Unpimp your auto. V just dropped it like it's hot. V-dub representing Deutschland.
The GTI Mark V, pre-tuned by German engineers.
If I had a Nissan 240SX, it'd be a red coupe. Wait, a silver fastback. And I'd go for a spin up Route 7. The twisty part. Just me and Astro. No, Amy. Heck, Christy Brinkley. Wow! Yeah, me and Christy in my silver, no, red 240SX. Driving into the sunset.
How we doing, Utah Motorsports Campus? Make some noise!
Yo, V-dub got Mike in the house.
What's up?
And his tricked out whip. What does this do?
It sucks in air.
It's definitely sucking.
Yo, Mike, you want us to unpimp this thing? Let me hear you say what?
What?
V-dub holding it down on the engineering tip, y'all. Yeah.
The GTI Mark V, pre-tuned by German engineers.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Titanic representing Team Berserk.
This is OG here, prospect over at Misfortune.
Hey guys, Shane from Team Berserk here, coming at you in the off-colored turboed LFA for this season of FDS.
What's up, guys? My name is Brandon, aka Misfit.
Hey guys, Zero Chill here.
representing Team Misfortune.
There you are, looking just the same as you did last time I touched you. Here I am, tangled up inside the thought of you. Do you love me? Will that love be start to stir? Looks like we made it. Loved each other all the way to another love.
Toyota is turning the truck world upside down. With a new generation Toyota 4x4. An all-new truck designed to give you more room and more comfort. Yet tough enough and rugged enough to take on anything it can put its four wheels on. The 1984 Toyota 4x4s. Now an even tougher act to follow.
Oh, what a feeling, Toyota.
There's an old saying in racing. Start with the best street cars, and you end up with the...
How we doing, Utah Motorsports Campus? Make some noise!
Damien. Unfortunately, in Coin's follow run, yes, it may have looked on the stream as if Coin's run might have been better. However, at the beginning of this round, it was explained, hey guys, when you're in the follow, we don't want to see any kind of contact on the lead car from the chase driver. The chase driver should not be tapping the lead car at any point. Unfortunately, Coin tapped Damien in his follow run a total of 3 times, which sort of started leaning things towards Damien. Both of their lead runs pretty even, but unfortunately that contact from Coin in the fall was going to be what sends Coin going home. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to move on. We've got Ashton driving a Mark V Supra, sponsored by Gazoo Racing. We've got Silo in that beautiful RX-7 at the line, ready to go ahead with their battle. Going to go ahead and get them on their way here. Ashton going to be out front. We're going to have Silo in the chase. Ashton initiates. Dropping a tire on that first inside clip as they bring it around to the second inside clip. Ashton not dropping that time. Bringing it out to that outside zone. Pretty good proximity from Silo in the chase. Coming through the transition. Falls off a bit. Ashton going way too wide and tapping that door. Silo somehow managing to not end up falling out of drift trying to follow it. As we bring it around out here. Through the touch and go, and then out to that outside zone. Silo finally back up on Ashton, and across the finish line. Definitely quite the run there to watch.
We've all got our remedies when your head gets too full of memories. You've been losing
We're going to bring them both around here to the line. Going to get them ready to go for the second half of this battle here. Our judges are ready to send. We're going to get this second half of this battle going. All right, we're going to have Silo out front. Ashton in the chase in that Mark V Supra. Silo initiates, bringing it into that first inside clip, touches that white line ever so slightly. Around the second, does the exact same thing, then pushing it out to the outside. Ashton falling off and dropping a tire there, coming through the transition now. Silo all the way out there. Ashton having to cut the line to catch up. Silo bringing it around there. Now we're going to transition through to that touch and go. Silo putting it, oh, one tire over into the pothole. Somehow manages to keep it going as we cross the line. Wow. I think that's the first run we've seen this weekend where somebody's hit the pothole that heavy and has somehow managed to not have their run be very effective by it. Unfortunately, it looks like that might have caused some struggle in the chase position there, which would end up getting faulted to that lead driver, but we will leave it to the judges. They will make their decision. And wow, what a run from these two. Definitely would have liked to see Ashton a little bit closer at some of those points there, but I mean, hey, he did what he could. Both of these guys came out here, they're putting on a show, just what the viewers want to see. They're driving hard. Bringing some nice cars out here onto the track. Definitely nice to see Ashton in a different car this time around. No more E46 with the carbon Kevlar for him. It's a nice change too. Very much so like the Mark V Supra. Love how it looks. Came here with a very nice livery. But at the same time, Silo, absolutely beautiful livery on that RX-7 as well. Two very nice cars here. I tell you what, if we were looking at a competition of visuals, I think these guys would be one more time just on their liveries, but fortunately here we are for a drifting competition. Yeah, no, on the live stream replay here, it looks like they might have actually gotten away with that pothole drop, and it might not have affected the chase driver. Now in-game, it did look a little bit different from what the stream gameplay is showing. Not too much different, but ever so slightly, so we will see what the judges have to say about that. And I believe we have a call. Waiting for that final confirmation from the judges' booth. All right, and we do have a decision. We're going to slide him left for Silo, slide him right for Ashton. All three of our judges here. And we're going to be sliding him left for Silo. Oh, hold on. What's going on here? There we go. Nope. Sliding him left for Silo. It is unanimous by all three judges. Silo is going to get the win and advance onwards. Very good run from both of you guys. Silo, very impressive keeping that car from going to the moon off of that pothole. We'll have to see it. Up next, what do we got? I believe next up we're going to have possibly a buy run from Johan, or I think we might be moving on to the next battle here. Moving on to the next battle, we're going to skip over the Johan buy run. It's going to be Swervo versus King Exy. King Exy, a member of the Forza drag racing community, this is his first Car X series this season with PSO here. And he is not here to mess around. So very nice to see a new driver to the series coming on last round. Put on a very good performance. Hoping to see him come out here and do it again. Swervo in this very, very beautiful Nissan Z. He's coming out here to show what he's got. Exy's coming out here to show what he's got. This should be a good battle between the two of them. Definitely very excited to see what's going on. As here we go, Exy now pulling up to the line in that beautiful, beautiful Mustang RTR. Painted by Cyrax, one of the more prominent painters of the PSO series. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to get them on their way here. Exy out front, Swervo in the chase in that Nissan Z. Exy initiates, staying very wide through that initiation. Not where you want to see him. Looks like keeps it on that white line for that second inside clip after missing the first. After that outside zone, now through the transition. Swervo staying back a little bit. As Exy brings it around to there, that white line on that outside. Transitioning through, going towards that touch and go. Very nice in the touch and go by Exy up in the lead. Swervo, slight tap in the chase position while he gets that proximity back. And across the line they go. Well, the end of that run definitely looked beautiful. The initiation, maybe not so much. We're going to bring him around and we're going to get him ready for the second half of this battle. Exy coming off of a fairly strong finish last round. I'm sure he's ready to go ahead and throw it down as hard as he can in that chase position now, as we get ready to go ahead and send these guys on their way. It's going to be Swervo out front. Exy with a very big jump in that chase position. Not sure if that'll be good for him or if it's going to hurt him in the long run here. Swervo initiates closer to the inside clip, but still not getting all the way there as Exy really cutting that line, trying to get back up to him. Looks like not getting where he needs to be. Swervo through the transition. Oh, and Exy bangs it off of the wall. Does exactly what Quinters did earlier on today. And that's going to be the end of his run. Oh, no. Swervo finishing out the run here. Doing exactly what he needs to do to make sure he puts that score on that board. And oh man, second time tonight that wall was claimed a driver. I believe that's going to be a very, very quick decision from our judges. Swervo unanimously. Unfortunately, that's going to be a given. Very, very bad luck for Exy. Very strong finish last round, though. Definitely don't count him out for the season. We'll see him next round. Swervo advancing on. All right, and we're going to bring our next drivers to the line here. I believe next up we have a royal battle between Silo and Salad. As they are pulling up to the line. As soon as our judges are ready, we're going to get these guys underway. Here we go. We got Salad out front. Silo in the follow. Royal battle here going down. Salad initiates. Not getting all the way to that inner clip. Same thing that happened with Swervo in that last run. Finally finds it in that second inside. Out to the outside zone. Silo gaping that proximity right in the pocket where he needs to be. As Salad brings it around these outer zones. Now we're going to transition through for that touch and go. Salad falling back a little bit, but keeps it right back up on that proximity. Salad very good on the touch and go. Through that final outside zone. Very beautiful run from both of these drivers. Silo giving him another nudge right at the end there. A little bit of teammate banter going on. But oh man. As Quinters is mentioning in chat here, Silo coming off of a win in IVDC. I'm sure he's got some fire going on in his eyes right now, going for another win here. As we bring him back to the line, switching him around, we're going to have Silo in the lead. Salad is going to be in the chase. As soon as our drivers are ready to go here, we will get them underway. Here we go. Silo in the lead, Salad in the chase. Second half of this royal battle, Silo initiates. Ooh, Salad with a tap, pushing Silo away from that inside clip, throwing him off the line for the second inner. Brings it back around for that outside zone. Salad leaves a little bit of room, but gets back up on him. Silo again with another tire drop. Salad hitting him once again. Oh my goodness. And Salad just straightens there. Oh my god, what is going on? Salad has just committed murder against his own teammate. Oh, wow. These guys are crazy. Two teammates definitely giving each other a bit of banter here. Gotta love the teammate on teammate stuff going on. Obviously, I think you guys know where this is gonna go. Slide him left for Silo, slide him right for Salad. Am I reading this right? Wait a minute. What's going on here? What's going on here? Wait a minute, huh? Hold on a minute, guys. I think we're going to go to the judge's booth here. Hold on a second. Something's going on here. I don't think this is correct. Salad murdering his opponent and getting the Alright, guys. Obviously, there's an error here. There's an error here with the stream. It's going to be Silo gets the win. You don't got to worry. Silo gets the win. Our stream guy just pressing the wrong button, sending the guys the wrong way here. Oh, man. Alright. Silo gets the win. It was just a stream error with OBS. Moving on. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry for the confusion. We're going to get our next guys up to the line. It's going to be Johan and Swervo coming up to the line here for the next battle. Exy in the chat there. Definitely sorry to see you go like that, but hey, same thing happened to Quinners. Sometimes that happens in drifting. We hope to see you come by for the next round. Coming off of a very strong finish at round 2. Hopefully we'll see you again with more strong activity going on at round 4. We're going to get ready. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next battle here. It's going to be Johan versus Swervo. Waiting on these drivers to move closer a little bit here before we go on ahead. Waiting on our driver wrangler to get that taken care of. Here they come. They're moving up now. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to get these guys underway here. It's going to be Johan out front. Swervo in the chase in that Nissan Z. Johan initiating, Swervo putting it up on that proximity. The tire drop from Johan in that first inside clip. White lines it on the second one. Swervo fell back a little bit, but bringing it back up into proximity in that outside zone. Going through the transition, Swervo falls off a little bit and doesn't get that surge to be right back in the pocket. But as they come into the next outer area, oh, he was going to lurch up on him. It looks like he fell back a little bit. Now through to that touch and go. Johan putting the car where it needs to be. Swervo back a little bit, but bringing that proximity a little closer towards the end of the run there. And across the line they go. Very, very nice lead run from Johan there. We love to see him out here with his runs. Bringing on that beautiful, beautiful S15 once again for everybody's pleasure. Silo, there is not a live bracket currently. We have not gotten that sorted. Looking to get that done in the near future. We're going to get these guys back to the line here. Swervo is going to take the lead. Johan will take the follow. As soon as our judges are ready, we'll get these guys underway. And here we go. We're going to have Swervo out front. We're going to have Johan in the chase in that beautiful S15. Swervo initiates. Johan back a little bit, but brings it back up into proximity, coming through that inner clip. Swervo back around. Very nice on that second inside clip. Drops a tire in the outside zone there. Through the transition. Swervo going wide again. That's 2 more tires off. Johan bringing that S15 back up into the pocket. Very close to the door there, but keeping it off of him. Transitioning through to the touch and go. Swervo does get right out to that white line and then through to that outside zone. Drops a 4th tire. And across the line they go to end that run out. Definitely some things the judges are going to have to look at here. We'll see what they decide. letting our judges deliberate here a little bit. It looks like we do have a decision. Just waiting for that full confirmation from the judges here. It looks like we're going to be sliding it right for Johan. All three judges going right for Johan. It is unanimous. Johan will be moving on. Get ready here to bring our next setup to the line. I believe we're going to have Silo and Johan bringing it to the line now for the next battle of Group E. Both drivers are to the line. Gonna have Johan out in the lead for the first half of this run. Silo will be chasing. Silo, again, coming off of a win in IVDC, now murdered by his teammate Salad and resurrected from the dead after that previous battle there. We're gonna go ahead and get these guys underway. Johan will be in the lead. Silo in the chase in that beautiful Mazda RX-7. Johan initiates Silo right there on the door as Johan gets that white line on that inner clip. Transitioning through another white line on that second inside clip from Johan. Silo putting the car where he needs to put it at as we come through that transition now into the next outer. Bringing it around that long sweeping corner. Silo again in the pocket where he needs to be. But Johan out in the lead, putting the car right where it should be. One small tire drop there from Johan coming through that touch and go. And then bringing it back to the outside. Silo right back on the door again. Beautiful run from both drivers. What a run from both of these guys. Now we're going to bring them back. We're going to switch them around, and hopefully we'll see something very similar in the second run through. All right, both of our drivers are back at the line. We're going to go ahead and get them underway. Silo out in the lead. Johan in the chase in that S15 Silvia. Silo initiates, going for that first inside clip, makes his mark. Johan falling off a little bit, but coming into the second inside clip. Oh, Johan right on the door, causing a little bit of contact, pushing Silo a little wide. But Silo, not upset, still continuing his run. Johan now putting the car into the proper pocket this time around, coming through that outside zone. Transitioning through to that touch and go. Silo, well, a little bit of left foot brake there from Silo, trying to make sure he stays on that line. Johan back a ways, and across the finish line we go. Not sure if that contact was lag or what was going on there, but definitely saw a slight upset in Silo's lead run because of it. Gonna have to wait for the judge's decision on this one. Definitely some stuff to deliberate here. Everybody in the chat, how are we doing? Looks like we got a couple of drivers in here from previous events of the night. Quinners, again. Quinners and Exy, actually, since I see Exy's name floating around in there. Both of you guys very unlucky with grabbing that wall how you did. Two very good competitors of our series. Hoping to see them come back stronger at round 4. Fortunately, the wall claiming more victims this season. Looks like we've got some going-ons in chat here. Just a reminder to everybody to keep it respectful in the Twitch chat, as we are now Twitch affiliated. Definitely got to keep things a little more chill. Good runs from the both of yous. Alright, and I do believe that we have a call from the judges here. By the sounds of it, we are going to be going one more time. It's a one more time call from the judges on Johan versus Silo. So we'll be seeing these guys come back to the line. They're going to run it back one more time here. Hopefully this time around we will have a winner. Here we go, both of our drivers making their way back to the line for the one more time battle. Gonna have Johan back in the lead, Silo back in the chase. And as soon as our judges are ready to go, we're gonna get these guys underway here. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get these fellas underway for the one more time battle. Johan out in the lead, Silo in the chase position. Johan goes to initiate, Silo right there on the door. Johan out to that inside clip, hits that white line, coming around to the second. Looks like maybe a tire job, could have been a white line there, but Silo putting the car in the pocket right where it belongs. Looks like maybe a swipe at a rubbing there, which keeps Silo back, falling a little bit out of that line. Johan still putting the car where it's got to be, out to that touch and go. Silo now back into the pocket, out to that outside zone. Johan very nicely done. Silo right in the proximity as they go across the line to ring out that run. These guys definitely know how to put on a show when it comes to PSO here. Always good to see Johan out here with that gorgeous S15 of his. Definitely a fan of the car's looks. Both of our drivers are going to be at the line. We're going to flip them around here. You will have Silo in the lead in that RX-7. Johan in the chase in that S15. Here we go. Our drivers are off. Silo initiates. On that white line, Johan bringing that car back up to the proximity. Not right up on the door where he should be, but he is still within that pocket. Oh, possibly some PC contact things going on there. Looks like Silo jumping in the air a little bit, but it's okay. Run seems undisrupted by it somehow. Bring it out to that touch and go. Then out to that outside zone. And I am hearing from the judges that because of whatever was going on there, Silo's little twerking incident there is going to be a rerun. Not too sure if it was PC things or what, but we're going to rerun the last half of that battle just to make sure there is no funny business going on here. Almost looked like Silo was trying to be LDC coin there, bouncing that rear head, but unfortunately he bounced it a little too much on that run. So we're going to bring him around, we're going to line him up, and we're going to rerun the second half of this battle. Flo, just to clarify, that didn't appear to be very, very heavy contact. It looked as if there was a PC issue there. I can tell you from the in-game view, there was no direct contact that we could see. But it appeared to be more so either a PC or a lag issue that occurred. So they're going to be awarding them the rerun for that. Waiting for both of these drivers to pull up to the line here. Still waiting for both of these drivers out. Here we go. Now they're coming up to the line. As these drivers are ready to do the rerun of the second half of this battle, as soon as we get the okay from the judges, we're going to be sending them on their way. Alright, here we go. The rerun of the second half of this battle. Silo back out in the lead. Johan back in the chase in that S15 Sylvia. Silo initiates. Johan in that pocket this time around. As Silo hitting these inner clips. Back out to that outside zone. Silo putting the car right where it needs to be. Johan keeping it in the pocket. Through the transition. Silo going way too wide. Johan following out there. Both of these guys still continuing the run nonetheless. As Johan surges up towards him, going through that touch and go. And then out through that outside zone. Possibly some contact there as Johan came back up to the lead car. But we're going to leave that up to the judges. The judges are going to talk about what's going on here, and they will give us our call. In the chat here, Finesse Fuji, just so you know, we've been doing CarX. This is our second season. This is round 3 of Season 2 for CarX. We are primarily a Forza comp, but unfortunately, we've been waiting for this new Forza game, and now we have to wait even longer to get a Forza series going back on. PSO has been around for a couple of years, however, this is only Season 2 of the CarX series. And I believe our judges do have a call. Slide him up for Silo, slide him right for Johan. And it's going to be sliding him right for Johan as all 3 of the judges. Johan gets the win, and it is unanimous. Johan moving on and taking out Silo. Very, very, very great effort by Silo. Really putting down some very aggressive runs. Coming off of that win in IVDC. Unfortunately out by Johan. We're going to cut it to a commercial break. We will pick it back up as we get Group C coming into the mix.
How we doing, Utah Motorsports Campus? Make some noise! How we doing, Utah Motorsports Campus? Make
There you are, looking just the same as you did last time I touched you. Here I am, tangled up inside the thought of you. Do you love will that love be start to stir? Looks like we made it. Left each other on the way to another love.
Welcome to Irwindale Speedway. This is the House of Drift. What began in 2004 is just an idea. Guess what? It's here to stay, and it's making noise in more ways than one. From screeching tires to the fans and the sold-out crowd, thank you so much for contributing to the Formula Drift family. Without further ado, you know the famous words, let's send it!
Vaughn Gittin Jr., what a great story. His first ever Formula Drift win. And let's not forget Justin Pollock up there in top 3.
Daichiro Yoshihara, your 2011 Formula Drift champion. Check out the celebration by him and his team as he's raised atop their shoulders.
Well, with Daigo Saito getting the win, Forsberg gets a championship, Osmo in 2nd place, and Forrest Wang in 3rd.
The crew killed it, man. Like, I walled my car hard in practice. For them to come back and not only give me a car that'll win a top 32 battle or top 8, to be able to win the thing, even better.
Oh my God, this is the best feeling in the world. I haven't had a solid finish at Irwindale ever since 2015, where I lost to Frederick Osmo in the finals. My next podium was a winner trophy, and I'm extremely happy about that. And we were able to secure a 1-2 finish here at Irwindale.
Last run of the season that each contestant will make. They're throwing everything out there. That field is starting to surge on the inside, goes very deep. Oh, almost makes contact. Oh, and look at that right there on the inside clip. Frederick Osmo is locked in against Chris Forsberg. Even these are the same guys that led the hunt for the Castro Synthetic Power Cup. And what a monumental season it's been for Formula Drift. It just started on the streets of Long Beach with a decision to You can see right there, contact by Ryan Turk. Now back on it and into a smoke cloud.
Look at Peter Finsick all over Dai Yoshihara. Brian, do we have a victor right now? Guess. Whoa, Reader surges to the side of the. Oh!
Thank you so much for contributing to Formula Drift. As we wrap up our 8th round of 8 here at the House of Drift, we'll not only find out who wins under the lights here at this iconic track, but also who is our 2023 champion.
Yo, B-Dub, got Mike in the house. What's up? And his tricked out Vip. What does this do?
It sucks in air.
It's definitely sucking.
Yo, Mike, if you want us to unpimp this thing, let me hear you say, what?
What?
V-Dub, holding it down on the engineering tip, y'all. Yeah.
The GTI Mark V, pre-tuned by German engineers.
Listen up, V-Dub in the house. Jason, this is your 98 whatchamacallit.
You got an F.
You know what we're gonna do now?
No.
Unpimp your auto. V just dropped it like it's hot. V-Dub, representing Deutschland.
The GTI Mark V, pre-tuned by German engineers.
V-Dub here in full effect with Trey and his ride.
It looks like it could fly.
What time is it?
I don't know.
Time to unpimp the auto. Oh, snap. German engineering in the house, yeah.
The GTI Mark V, pre-tuned by German engineers.
Alright guys, we are back from our commercial break here. Just so it is known, in this group we are not going to be running either of the buy runs that we had. So we have FTB24 Media, also known as Fea, up to the line here, with a very prominent driver in the series, member of Royal Kabide. Hope I said that right. It's been a mystery between the CarX staff for a little bit of how to get that correct, but I think we got it right this time. We're going to call him K for this time, just to make it a little easier. So as soon as our judges are ready, we're going to send these drivers underway. Both of these drivers at the line, revving their engines, ready to rip for you guys watching on the Twitch stream. And both drivers are off. Gonna have K in the chase. Fea initiates, going into that inner clip. Now transitioning over to the second inner, bringing it out to that outside. K giving up a little bit of angle to keep proximity there. Might hurt him in the judge's eyes. Fea bringing it out to that outside zone. A little bit of a stumble there in the lead, but nothing too crazy. As they transition towards that touch and go, not getting all the way out there in the lead. Kabide keeping that car in very good proximity, doing exactly what he needs to do in the follow. Both of these drivers putting on a show for everybody at home. Kabide coming off of some very, very strong drives in recent times. Looking very good out there last round. Now, here he is again, throwing down for all the viewers at home to watch. We're going to bring him to the line. We're going to switch him around and get them ready to go for the second half of this battle. Going to have Kabide in the lead, Fea in the chase. As soon as our judges are ready, we will get these guys underway. Alright, we're going to have Kabide out in the lead, Fea in the chase position in that Mark V Supra, bird style racing. Kabide initiates, going into that first inner clip, hits that white line. Fea a little bit further back, Kabide diving really deep on that inner clip. And Faya looks like falling off behind because of it. Through that transition, trying to catch up, so cut and wind is Faya in the chase. As Kabide hitting those outside zones, maybe coming off a little early there. Faya now finally getting back up into the pocket as Kabide seems to miss that touch and go. Bringing it around to that outside zone, not as deep as we would like to see in the lead, but across the line. And that's going to bring an end to that run. Definitely looked like a very messy run, an uncharacteristic run from Kabide there, up in the lead, especially with that second inner clip. But it's going to be in the judges' hands now, so we will let them deliberate and we will see what they say. Code Boss, welcome to the stream. Tex, you should absolutely play. You should totally play. We would love to see you take part in the next round. We all know you can do it. You don't even need your wheel. You'll be alright, man. Come do a round of PSO with us all. The more the merrier, man. You're always welcome here. As we await the judge's final decision on this battle between Faya in the Burst Style Racing Mark V Supra and Kabide in that Royal 370Z. Kabide again coming off of a very strong finish over at West Coast in the same car. Faya with that very beautiful Bird Style Racing livery that many of our drivers have come to know. Definitely one of the best looking ones in the field in my opinion. Absolutely love seeing that car, taking clips of it, getting some pictures. Probably one of the best Mark V's I've seen so far. Judges are definitely deliberating pretty hard as to what the decision is going to be on this battle here, as we keep going over the stream replays. Quick shout out to our sponsors and partners while we're here. Senseless Co., very good car apparel brand. Definitely somebody to go check out if you're looking into some JDM accessories. Oh, we'll get back to that in a minute. We have a decision from our judges. Slide him left for Kabide, slide him right for Faya. And looks like our judges are all sliding right for Faya. Faya. Another one of those pronunciation names gets the win here. Moving on, taking out a very heavy hitter, Kabide, from Royal, right off of the rip. Very good run from both drivers nonetheless. Love to see you guys out here running. Hopefully we'll see Kabide back for the next round. Again, as we were saying before, our sponsors, Senseless Co., very, very good JDM-based apparel and accessory brand. Got to check out their store. They've got a ton of stuff. I've personally been working with them for a very long time. Some of the best people I've ever had the opportunity of working with. Team Berserk, one of our very big supporters. FDS, one of the greatest series that we could ever work with. Always a good time hanging out with the FDS guys. If you want an FDS license, all you got to do is come do good in PSO. You can totally earn it. And Team Blackout Esports, another one of our very good supporters. Grateful for all these guys helping out, keeping the series afloat. We've got our next battle to the line, Angel and your mom. Oh, that's going to be a fun one to say on the stream as we go through these battles. As soon as the judges are ready, we're going to get these guys underway. Here we go, we got your mom out in the front. Angel in the chase in that RX-7 made by Cyrax. Your mom initiates on that first inside clip right on the white line. Through that second inside clip, very good. Angel falling back heavily. Not making it all the way out that outside. Angel having to cut the line to get back up. Very heavy handbrake from your mom in the lead there. Definitely not what the judges want to see. Same with that major left foot brake there. Angel now back into the pocket where he needs to be as we go around to that touch and go. Bringing it out to that outside zone. Your mom right back onto that white line again. Angel in the proximity. rounding out the run across that finish line. Oh man, definitely a lot of errors from both drivers in that run. Gonna be interesting to see what happens in the second half of this battle. Whether or not Angel's lack of proximity is a incomplete for being in an active chase, that will be up to the judges to decide. Definitely far back, not sure if it was far back enough for that, but we're gonna switch him around. Angel's gonna be in the lead. Your Mom is going to be in the chase. Definitely the best name of the night to be announcing here. These drivers are lined up, they're ready to go. As soon as the judges give the okay, we're gonna get these guys underway for the second half of the battle. Here we go, Angel out in the lead, Your Mom in the chase. In the chase with the chaser. Angel, huge lead there out of the chicane, but Your Mom, through that inside clip, getting right back up on the proximity. Angel not getting all the way on the inner clip, but does put it where it needs to be for that outside zone. Your Mom, again, not getting all that proximity as Angel drops the tire there, bring it down to the next outside zone. Angel hanging out there a little bit longer than usual, dropping another tire in the lead there on that touch and go, and then bring it out to that final outside zone. Your Mom finally getting back up into the proximity. Not the best runs. Both of these runs definitely, from what it seems, completed. Both drivers do make it through the course, but I can tell the judges definitely have a lot to deliberate here. Lead for lead, chase for chase, nothing seems clear right now. We're going to have to see what the judges come up with here. Angel sporting that paint made by Cyrax Works. Again, very prominent painter of the PSO series. Cyrax actually pulled off last season a win at the West Coast round. So even when he's not here, his paint jobs are still here with his name present in the series. Hopefully we'll see him compete at a round or two throughout the rest of this season. But that is yet to be known, as we have yet to see him compete. As our judges are deliberating these runs here, it looks like we have a decision. Judges are sliding right for Your Mom. Your Mom going to be getting the win. Angel going to be going out. Angel, one of our competitors that shows up to quite a few of our rounds. Hopefully we'll see him back and stronger at round 4. Very good effort from both drivers. Unfortunately, Your Mom will be taking the lead there. Looks like we're going to be having Flo and Faya up to the line, ready for the next battle already. I believe we are having a judge currently discussing with somebody that previous call with Kabide. So we're going to take a moment here, give them some time before we send these guys on their way. As soon as they are ready, we are going to get these guys going. Flo, another member of Royal. Royal definitely showing up strong this round here. Some very heavy hitters from them. Drivers are ready to go. And our judges are ready. We're going to get these guys underway. Flo out in the lead. Faya in the chase position. Flo initiates. Into the inner clip. Drops one tire. Shortens up the line a little bit. Faya in the chase. Losing a little bit of ground because of the line. Going to have to catch up as Flo hitting that line where he needs to. Faya trying to catch up, but not getting back in proximity, having to majorly cut that line to even try to get back up there. As Flo put in the car where it needs to be. Faya not getting back into that proximity much at all during that run as they come across the finish line. Alright, we're going to bring them back. Get these guys lined up for the second half of this battle. In that bird-style racing Mark V Supra. Gonna be taking the lead. Flo will be taking the chase in that very nice royal paint scheme RX-7. Here we go. Drivers are going to be underway. Fea out in the lead. Flo in the chase position. Fea goes to initiate. A little bit of handbrake coming out to that inner clip. Hits that inner clip pretty good. Does pretty good on that second inner clip too. Now out to that outside zone. Drops the tire and shallows up an angle a little bit. Flo keeping that RX-7 in the proximity as Fea bringing it out to that outside zone. Looked like maybe a slight tap of the handbrake. Flo in the pocket, keeping the RX-7 right where it's got to be. Fea out to that touch and go, not getting all the way out. As Flo and Fea bringing it around through that outside zone across the finish line. Flo with some very, very strong proximity that run. As we go to the replays, judges will be deliberating the call. Our sponsors down there in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen right now. Definitely give all of them a check. If you are interested in joining PowerSlideOpen, by all means you can find us on Instagram. Hop in our Discord server with the link in that bio. Judges are going to have a decision. They're going to be sliding it right for Flo. Royal Flo will be getting the win, taking out Fea in that bird-style racing Mark V Supra. Very good effort from Fea. Hoping to see you back again with another beautiful bird-style livery at the next round. Moving on, we're going to have our next battle here. We've got Champ and Your Mom. Both drivers pulling up to the line. And both of these guys are ready to rip. Waiting on them to get a little bit closer to the line here so that we can get them underway. Driver steward telling them that right now. Still waiting on them to get up to the line. There we go, now they're pulling up. Alright, Champ is in position for us to go ahead and get this battle underway. Champ sleeping on the light a little bit, but now we're on our way here. Champ out in the lead, Your Mom in the chase. Champ initiates, drops a tire on initiation there, and then drops another one on the inner clip right after. Transitions to the second inside clip, now out to the outer zone. Your Mom back a little bit, probably because of the line going on in the lead there. Now trying to catch up and get back in proximity. Champ bringing it around the outside of that long sweeping corner, transitioning towards the touch and go. Your Mom's still not there, now surging as Champ drops the tire on the touch and go through the final outside zone and across the line. Definitely not the best run, but still a decent run nonetheless. Both of these drivers pushing their cars as we bring them back to the line to switch around the order. Alright, both of our drivers are back to the line. As soon as the judges are ready, we're going to get them underway for the second half of this battle. Here we go, Your Mom out in the lead. Champ in that chase position with that GR86. Mom initiates into that first inside clip. Champ putting that car in the proximity. You're on with a tire drop on the second inside clip. Now out through that outside zone. Champ keeping that proximity up, trying to keep that GR86 in the pocket. Major handbrake from your mom going to that outside area there. Now into the sweeping outside corner. Champ putting the GR86 into the pocket on that chaser. As we come through that touch and go. Bringing it around to the final outside zone. A slight tire drop from your mom in the lead, and across the line we go. Now we will take it to the replays as the judges discuss what they saw. Very good runs from both of these drivers here. Our partner, FDS, as you can see in the bottom left of the screen there, they will be running their competition both tomorrow night and Monday night. One of our partnered competitions. If you would like to earn your FDS license, all you have to do, compete in PSO, do well enough, get some good podiums under your belt, and they will reach out to you to award you your license. FDS being a licensed competition, of course, they do have licensing events. You can check them out at their Discord. As we await a decision from the judges here. I believe Champ is a new driver to the series, from what I can tell here. Definitely nice to see a new driver out here competing at Round 3, Season 2, PSO, Red Ring. One of our returning tracks. And we do have a decision from the judges. It's going to be a one more time. One more time per the judges. We're going to run it back. These guys are going to have another shot. Hopefully we will get a winner this next time around. Another one more time. Here we go, coming back to the line, both of these drivers. We're going to have Champ back in the lead, your mom back in the chase position. Both drivers are to the line. As soon as our judges are ready, we're going to get this battle underway. Here we go, Champ out in the lead, your mom back in the chase position for this one more time battle. Champ initiates, your mom right up on the door. Champ hitting that first inside clip, transition into the second one, right on that white line where he should be. Tire drop from Champ in the lead there on that outside zone. Your mom getting a little bit close there to the rear bumper. Looks like possibly messing himself up on that line as Champ brings it around that sweeper. Your mom now back into the pocket where they should be. Champ perfectly nice on the white line on that touch and go, bring it out to that outside zone. Looks like another tire drop from Champ there as they go through that outside zone and across the finish line. Switch them around and do the second half of this battle. Alright, here we go. Both drivers are back to the line. As soon as our judges are ready, we're going to get them underway. This is the second half of their one more time battle. Going to have both drivers underway. Your mom out in the lead. Champ in the GR86 in the chase position. Your mom initiates. Not getting all the way on that inside clip. Champ putting the chase car in the pocket. There we go, your mom on that inside clip for in clip 2. Missing the outside zone for a majority of it. Champ wavering a little bit there in the chase, trying to keep that proximity. Now back up into the pocket. Your mom coming through that sweeper up in the lead. Transitioning towards the touch and go. Not as deep on the touch and go as you would like to see. Champ losing proximity there. But then bringing it back towards that outside zone and across the finish line are both drivers. As we go to the replays while our judges make their decision. These two drivers putting on a pretty decent battle for everybody watching at home. A lot of surging going on there from Champ in that chase position. Looks like it may have even hurt him at a time or two there while trying to surge up into that proximity, having to stop himself, losing a little bit of ground. But it looks like every time he finds a way to rebound. Very good battle from these two drivers, awaiting our judges' decisions as they are deliberating their call.
Started innocent, a lie I've never meant to create. I was young and I was foolish, wasn't ready for a heartbreak. I got into
Where exactly on the map?
but believe me when I say I tried 100 times to tell you, I just couldn't find the right way. I'm sorry.
Alright, our judges do have a decision here. Slide him left for your mom, slide him right for Champ. Yeah, looks like our judges are going to be sliding left for your mom. Your mom going to be advancing Champ. Going to be taken out here. And we're going to be bringing up the track map. And your mom winning that battle against Champ. Flo trying to carry on that royal banner. As soon as our judges are ready, we're going to get these guys underway. Here we go, Flo out in the lead, your mom in the chase position. Flo initiates. Drops tire on that first inside clip, now going through the second one, puts it on that white line. Your mom wavering back a little bit there in the chase position, cutting the line to try and get some proximity back as Flo, putting that RX-7 right where it needs to be. Now your mom is finally getting back up into the pocket, looks like drops the tire there in the chase position. Now transitioning into that touch and go, Flo once again putting that RX-7 where it needs to be. Coming out to that last outside zone, could have been a little deeper in the lead there. Looks like maybe a shutdown from your mom in the chase there. Not sure if that was before or after the finish line. I'm really gonna want to see what the judges have to say about that. From the commentator perspective, it looked as if your mom may have shut that run down prior to crossing the finish line. But either way, we're going to bring them around and we're going to run the second half of that battle before any decision is made. Here we go. Your mom out in front. Flo in the chase position, going right into the second half of this battle. Your mom initiates through that first inside clip. Could have been a little bit deeper, but still there. Flo bringing that RX-7 back into proximity through that inner clip. Now out to that outside zone. Your mom putting the car right where it needs to be. Flo keeping in that pocket very nicely. Matching the angle of that lead driver as your mom brings it around the outside of that sweeper. Now transitioning towards the touch and go. Flo again, right where that car needs to be. Your mom, same on the touch and go. Putting that car exactly where it's got to be. Now through the outside zone and across that finish line. Very, very good run from the two of these drivers that time around. We're going to go to the replays. Judges are going to look over everything that went down. Hopefully we will have a conclusion very soon for you all. Though, and I'm hearing we already have a decision from the judges. So we're going to have a decision. Slide them left for your mom. Slide them right for Flo. And our judges are going to be sliding it right for Royal Flo. Carrying that Royal banner. Taking out your mom. Very good effort from your mom tonight. Made it pretty good into the round. Unfortunately, being knocked out by Flo. Very good battle from you guys. Your mom, hopefully we'll see you back for the next round. That will be the end of that group. So we're going to go ahead and cut to commercial break. That'll be the end of that group as we get ready to bring the next set of guys in. Off to commercial we go.
Welcome to Irwindale Speedway. This is the House of Drift. What began in 2004 is just an idea. Guess what? It's here to stay, and it's making noise in more ways than one. From screeching tires to the fans in the sold-out crowd, thank you so much for contributing to the Formula Drift family. Without further ado, you know the famous words, let's send it!
Vaughn Gittin Jr., what a great story. His first ever Formula Drift win. And let's not forget Justin Pollock up there in top 3.
Daijiro Yoshihara, your 2011 Formula Drift champion. Check out the celebration by him and his team as he's raised atop their shoulders.
Well, with Daigo Saito getting the win, Forsberg gets a championship, Osmo in second place, and Forrest Wang in third.
The crew killed it, man. Like, I walled my car hard in practice. For them to come back and not only give me a car that'll win a top 32 battle or top 8, to be able to win the thing, even better.
Oh my god, this is the best feeling in the world. I haven't had a solid finish at Irwindale ever since 2015 where I lost to Frederick Osmo in the finals. My next podium was a winner trophy and I'm extremely happy about that. And we were able to secure a 1-2 finish here at Irwindale.
Last run of the season that each contestant will make. They're throwing everything out there. This backfield is starting to surge on the inside. Goes very deep. Oh, almost almost makes contact. Oh, and look at that right there on the inside flip. Frederick Oslo is locked in against Chris Forsberg.
Even these are the same guys that led the hunt for the Castro Synthetic Power Cup. And what a monumental season it's been for Formula Drift. They just started on the streets of Long Beach with a
And you can see right there contact by Ryan Turk. Now back on it and into a smoke cloud.
Look at Peter Vincent all over Dai Yoshihara. Brian, do we have a victor right now? Guess what? Whoa, Reader surges to the side of the goal.
Thank you so much for contributing to Formula Drift. As we wrap up our 8th round of 8 here at the House of Drift, we'll not only find out who wins under the lights here at this iconic track, but also who is our 2023 champion.
Yo, P-Dub, got Mike in the house. What's up? And his tricked out whip. What does this do?
It sucks in air.
It's definitely sucking.
Yo, Mike, you want us to unpimp this thing? Let me hear you say, what?
What?
V-Dub, holding it down on the engineering tip, y'all. Yeah.
The GTI Mark V, pre-tuned by German engineers.
Listen up, V-Dub in the house. Jason, this is your 98, whatchamacallit.
You got an F.
You know what we're gonna do now?
No.
Unpimp your auto. V just dropped it like it's hot. V-Dub, representing Deutschland.
The GTI Mark V, pre-tuned by German engineers.
V-Dub here in full effect with Trey and his ride.
It looks like it could fly.
What time is it?
I don't know.
Time to unpimp the auto. Oh, snap. German engineering in the house, yeah.
The GTI Mark V, pre-tuned by German engineers.
There's an old saying in racing. Start with the best street cars, and you end up with the best race cars. No wonder more people road race Mazdas than any other car. Mazda. Race-driven engineering, the Zoom Zoom way.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
If I had a Nissan 240 SX, it'd be a red coupe. Wait, a silver fastback. And I'd go for a spin up Route 7. The twisty part, just me and Astro. No, Amy. Heck, Christy Brinkley. Wow! Yeah, me and Christie in my silver, no, red 240SX, driving into the sunset.
Toyota is turning the truck world upside down. With a new generation Toyota 4x4. An all-new truck designed to give you more room and more comfort. Yet tough enough and rugged enough to take on anything it can put its four wheels on. The 1984 Toyota 4x4s. Now an even tougher act to follow.
Yo, what's up guys? It's Titanic representing Team Berserk.
This is OG here, prospect over at Misfortune.
Hey guys, Shane from Team Berserk here, coming at you in the off-colored turboed LFA for this season of FDS.
What's up guys? My name is Brandon, aka Misfit.
Hey guys, Zero Chill here, representing Team Misfortune.
City in city. 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 Honda, 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 Honda. City. Honda, 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 Honda. It will catch your eye in the city.
シティはニュースにあふれてる。ホンダからシティ誕生。
All right, sorry for the extended commercial break there. I had to figure some things out behind the scenes. We're going to be running our 2 buy runs, I believe 2 buy runs of this group first. 3 buy runs, actually, sorry. One of the battle drivers could not make it today. So we're going to get these 3 buy runs out of the way, and then we are going to continue on down through the bracket. First up, we've got Kev here up to the line. Going to go ahead and get him sent on his way. All he has to do is complete this buy run. If he completes this buy run, he will be moving on. Initiating, nicely done on that first inside clip, transitioning for the second one. Bringing it out to that outside zone. Through the transition, back outside. Carrying some very nice speed and angle through this course right now as he comes through that sweeper. Transitioning towards that touch and go. And out to that final outside zone and across the line. That is going to be the completion of his buy run. Champ, welcome back. I thought you were going to sleep, brother. What's going on? Got that competition itch or something? You can't go back to bed? Well, hey, always welcome to come back into the Twitch channel and support the other drivers. We're never going to tell you to go away. But if you need to sleep, man, by all means, go to bed. You just might get bullied by the guys in the chat. All right, we got Bird up to the line now, getting ready for another buy run here. We're going to go on ahead, get him on his way. All he's got to do is complete this run, and he moves on. As Bird initiates, through that first inside clip, picking that right front wheel off of the ground. Now through that second inside clip, out to that outside zone. Through the transition, to the next outside zone, right on that white line. Very nicely done. Into our long sweeper, out to that touch and go now. A little bit of left foot brake there to keep the car right in the position. Then out to that outside zone and across the line. That is going to be a completion of that buy run. So Bird will move on with that buy run. And now we're going to have Bronzy coming to the line for his buy run. Unfortunately, he was supposed to go up against Loco Skater. Loco Skater has some personal things going on. Could not be here today. Made us aware of it very early on in the morning today. Hope everything's going okay for him. Our thoughts are with him if he's having any kind of struggles. Hopefully we'll see him back for the next round. But now we're going to bring Bronzy up to the line and send him for his buy run. Champ, going back to bed. Good night, sir. Hopefully you actually go to sleep this time. Bronzy now up to the line. All he's got to do is complete this buy run. If he completes this buy run, he will be advancing on. A little bit of a jump, but it's a buy run, so it's fine. So he initiates with that RTR Mustang into that first inside clip. Did drop a tire on the initiation. Now through that second inside clip, bring it out to the outside zone. Really major correction on the angle there. Through the transition, out to the next outside zone, coming into the long sweeper. And oh, Bronzy over angles during the buy run. Looks like he kept it driving though, so across the line he goes. Not sure if we're gonna let that slide or what's going on. Waiting for confirmation. Looks like they're gonna let him advance with that one. They're gonna let it slide with that buy run. It is just a buy run. So we will see him end up coming to competition. However, now we're gonna finally have a battle here in this group. We're gonna have AEM and Turbo. AEM is gonna be in the lead. Turbo is gonna be in the chase. Looks like we've got a BMW on BMW battle here. As soon as our judges are ready, we're gonna get these guys underway. And here we go. Turbo in the chase. AEM out in the lead. E36 versus 46. AEM initiates. Very, very far inside that inner clip. Not where you want to see the car. Another tire drop on the second inside clip. Turbo not keeping the best proximity. Oh, and AEM goes all the way out to the left side like we saw from Champ earlier. As well as some very heavy braking. Not going good in the lead up there. Turbo now putting his car back in the pocket. Coming out to that touch and go. Now we're going out to that outside zone. And across the line are both drivers. Not a very pretty lead run going on up there. Definitely going to be some heavy deductions going on. But we're going to bring him around for the second half of this BMW on BMW battle. Alright, both drivers are back to the line. Gonna switch it up. Turbo's gonna be in the lead. AEM is gonna be in the chase. And here we go. Turbo out in the lead. AEM in that chase position. AEM, I believe, actually a wheel driver in the competition. As Turbo through that first inside clip, now through the second inside clip with some tire drops going on there, out to that outside zone. Turbo keeping it towards the center of the track, still a little bit further off of that line than we'd like. Ooh, looks like some major handbrake from Turbo in the lead there. As AEM comes back up into the pocket now, transitioning through towards the touch and go. AEM keeping that car in the pocket. And across the finish line, not sure what was going on there with AEM. Looks like... No, definitely completed the run there. AEM, I believe, a wheel driver. Possibly the only one that we've seen in competition this season. Not something we expected to see, as it's been very, very clear so far. The controller has definitely taken the lead in popularity. But AEM coming out here representing the wheel drivers by the looks of things. As our judges deliberate everything that went on that there battle. Two definitely not pretty runs, but two complete runs nonetheless by the looks of things. Definitely giving the judges a lot to look at this time around. as we have the replays up on stream while they review them. Definitely heavily discussing this battle. Taking their time, making sure they get the right call. Giving me some time to get a drink to keep my throat going. And the word is in from judges. It's going to be a one more time for these guys. Too many mistakes from both of them. No very clear answer. So they're going to give them a one more time, and we're going to bring them back and run it again. All right, drivers are back to the line. We're going to have AAM in that lead position. BMW E46 Turbo in the chase in that E36. Here we go. Drivers are off. Whoa, unsure what's going on, and it looks like failure to initiate from AEM possibly. Oh yeah, that's definitely going to be a failure to initiate there from AEM. Looking back at the stream replays. Still doing the run nonetheless. Oh, and AEM spins it either way there. Turbo trying to find the way to the end of this course. Not being given a very good relearn to do so. And that looks like that's going to be a failure to initiate and incomplete either way from our lead driver. So we will bring them back and we will get them set up to run the second half of this battle. Judges have confirmed it is going to be a failure to initiate. So that will be an incomplete for the lead there in that first battle. AEM going to really have to put on a show and hope and pray something goes wrong with Turbo for any kind of a hope to advance from this point forward. Alright, just waiting for these drivers to get a little bit closer to the line so we can get them underway. Still waiting on these guys to get a little bit closer. Well, it looks like Giggles is trying to get them to move closer, but Turbo is now pulling off of the track. I think there might be some confusion as to what's going on here. Trying to communicate to Turbo here to move a little bit closer, but he is not seeming to understand it. There we go. Now Turbo in the right spot, so we're going to go ahead and get them signed. Here we go, Turbo out in the lead, AEM in the chase. Again, AEM driving on a wheel, coming in here with an incomplete in the first run. Turbo initiates, hits that first inside clip, swings it out very wide there. Manages to bring it back around for that second inside clip, now out to that outside zone. AEM trying to keep that proximity, but falling off a little bit through the transition here. Very heavy handbrake from Turbo up in the lead. Coming into that very long sweeper of an outside zone. Now transitioning around towards that touch and go again. Very major handbrake from Turbo, which the judges absolutely do not want to see. But across the line with what I believe is going to be a complete run, and I think there's realistically only one way this battle can go. And the judges do indeed have a call. Slide him left for Turbo, slide him right for AEM. All judges... Oh, I think we might have something going on wrong here on the stream. Here we go. Alright, sliding him left for Turbo. Unfortunately, AEM with that incomplete on the first run there. Gonna be taking himself out there. Hate to see it, but hopefully we'll see you back next round, coming back stronger. Now we're gonna have Bird and Bronzy to the line for the next battle. These guys are already lined up. They're ready to throw down. As soon as our judges are ready, we're gonna get them underway. Nope, as we have a... Looks like we're getting the cameras back to where we need to be here. A little bit of an error on the stream side. Alright, both of these drivers to the line. Judges all ready. Gonna go ahead and get them underway. Bird out in the lead. Bronzy in the chase in that RTR S650 Mustang. Bird in the E46 initiates. Bronzy back a little bit. Bird on that inside clip, right on the white line. Does it again on the second inside clip. Bronzy now trying to find his way to that pocket, but not getting all the way there. Now through the transition, finally gets up into that chase pocket. Looks like cuts the line a little bit to maintain it. Bird dropping a tire on that outside line. Now transitioning through to the touch and go. A little bit of left-hand braking from Bird, but nothing crazy. Bronzy, slight tap in the chase. Through that outside zone and across the finish line they go. Definitely a lot of back and forth going on in that run. We'll bring him back and we will run the second half of this battle. All right, both of these drivers are lined up and ready to go. Judges are ready. Gonna have Bronzy in the lead. Bird in that E46 in the chase position. Both drivers are off. Bronzy on that S650 initiates. Looks like a tire drop possibly on initiation. Through the inside clip, going into the second one on that white line. Bird putting that E46 right in the pocket. Bronzy with a very easy to see fall turn angle there. As he comes around to the outside zone now into the sweeper. Bird keeping that BMW in that pocket where it needs to be. Transition, a little bit of that touch and go. Could have been a little bit deeper there in the lead. Bird coming back up in that pocket through that outside zone. Not sure if the lead car of Bronzy there came out of drift before the finish line. Could have been a complete, could have not. A little unsure right now. But we will see what the judges have to say about that one. As we have both of the replays up on stream now. Judge is going to be going over these runs, picking out the mistakes. Looks like we have an incorrect replay up there. Not too sure what's going on here. That replay in the top left is definitely not the right one. Don't pay any attention to that. OBS is doing OBS things. That's Mondello, so we're not even at the right track anymore. Oh my goodness. Things are getting a little wild in the stream booth right now, guys. We're trying to sort it out for you. But for the time being, enjoy this run from Mondello, round one. Okay, it would appear that the replay from the first run doesn't want to work with OBS. Definitely some technical difficulties going on here. Nothing to worry about. Wow. Alright. So we've got at least one of the replays up there. Unfortunately, we cannot get the replay from that first half of this battle up on the stream for you guys there. And now, mind you, the judges do still have their replays, so we do have a decision. Gonna be sliding them right for Bird, slide them left for non-existent, but that would be Bronzy there. There we go. Bronzy's name is now on the board. Slide him left for Bronzy, slide him right for Bird. And our judges are going to be going right for Bird. It is unanimous. All three judges sliding to the right there. Bird will get the win, taking out Bronzy. Bronzy, a very good effort. Glad that you showed up. Hopefully we see you again in the next round. All right, as we get our next drivers to the line, looks like it's going to be some E36 on E36 action. I believe it is also Frenchman on Frenchman this time around, by the looks of things here. So these guys are going to be coming up to the line. I need them to move a little bit closer to get them underway here. Just waiting on the lead driver to move a little bit closer to the line. As soon as he gets up here, we're going to get these two Frenchmen underway. Still waiting on them to move up. I think we're going to have to encourage them again. Okay, here we go. Now we've got them up to the line. We're going to go ahead and get them underway. Kev out in the lead. Turbo in the follow. Two French E36s doing some battle here. Kev initiates. Very heavy angle from the lead there, hitting that first inside clip. Now into the second one. Turbo looks like having to correct himself after lunging up towards the door. Kev, as we go through the transition, Kev putting that E36 right where it's got to be. Now, unfortunately, dropping a tire, possibly two on that outside zone. Now we're transitioning to the touch and go. Through the touch and go, could have been a little bit deeper. Turbo a little bit farther back than we'd like to see in the proximity. Through that final outside zone and across the line. So we've got two teammates, two Frenchmen, two E36s. Two different motors. Battling it out here at PSO Round 3 Red Ring. Gonna bring them around, get them back to the line, switch them about, and we're gonna send them again. Champ is back in the chat one more time. This man does not know how to fall asleep. Welcome back again. I'm sure we'll be saying goodbye to you in another 5 minutes. Both of our drivers are back to the line. As soon as our judges are ready to go, we're going to get these guys underway. Here we go. Turbo out front. Kev in the chase. Turbo with a very, very big chicane lead. Goes to initiate. Whoa, goes way too wide. All the way out into that outside wall. That's definitely not where you want to be. Brings it back onto the track somehow, saving it from total disaster to continue this run with the teammate there. As we come through the transition to the touch and go, hitting the pothole, it still keeps on going. Turbo hitting everything but the murderous wall in outside two, and across the finish line we go. What a lead run going on there. Not in a good way, but definitely an entertaining one nonetheless. Oh my god. Judges definitely have a decision this time around. Hands down. Slide him left for Turbo. Slide him right for Kev. Our judge is going to be going right. It's going to be Kev, and it is unanimous. Kev 2 LMR gets the win. Always sucks to go against your teammates in battle. One of you got to advance. Unfortunately for Turbo, this time it's Kev. Very good effort. Definitely put on a hell of a show with that last lead run there. Hopefully we'll see you back next round. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for staying up so late for the competition. Hopefully Kev will bring you some more good luck for the team. Now we have Kev back to the line going against Bird. Another BMW on BMW battle. Going to be an E36 on an E46. Waiting on the judges okay to send, and we're going to get these guys underway. All right, Kev slept a little bit, but oh, that's going to be a restart. That's going to be a restart. Lead car did hit the chicane. Going to be a restart, just to be clear. Waiting on them to come back. They're still finishing the lead run for some reason. Driver Steward not on top of the game with that. So they are, just to be clear, they are getting a restart here. This is not a valid run. This run is not being scored. Waiting on these guys to come back to the line. Alright, both drivers are now back to the line. Just a reminder, that's 1 strike for Kev, 3 strikes and you're out. Both drivers are back to the line. We're going to go ahead and get these guys underway once again. It's going to be a clean start. Kev out in front, Bird in the chase position. Kev initiates, hits that inside clip, now going through the second one, does drop a tire on that second inside clip, brings it out to the outside. Bird perfectly putting that E46 in the pocket of the E36 as they come out of that outside zone. Bird falling back a little bit. Looks like a little bit of a slowdown from Kevin, the lead there, causing Bird to have to check up a little bit, but now back on it. Bird back in the pocket through that touch and go, now out to that outside zone, and across the finish line go both drivers. Very, very good chase run. Pretty good on the lead run there. A couple of things that we would have liked to see different, but very good nonetheless. All right, now we're going to have them back to the line. Going to be switching them around for the second half of this battle. Going to be out in the lead. Kev going to be in the chase for the second half of this BMW on BMW battle. Bird initiates. Do that first inside clip. Now through the second one right on that white line. Kev back a little bit on proximity, but hopefully going to be catching up here a little bit. Bird taking a midline through the transition. Kev now back on the door of Bird. Coming into that outside zone. Very close to contact. Manages to keep it off of Bird. Transitioning now through to the touch and go. Kev falling back a little bit, but making up for that proximity as they hit that touch and go. Now through that outside zone and across the finish line. Very good run from both of these drivers. As we take it to the replays, judges deliberating this call. Definitely 2 very close runs. We will see what the deciding factor shall be, or if we get it one more time. What about you guys in chat? What do you expect to see out of this one? Any calls? Sometimes chat can be the best of judges. Looks like we got Quinners right out of the gate saying one more time. Anybody else? Any other calls, opinions, thoughts? By the sounds of it, possibly a decision being reached here. Waiting on total confirmation from our judges here. Like our judges have come to a decision. Slide it left for Bird, slide it right for Kev to LMR. And they're going to be sliding it left for Bird. Judges are going left for Bird. It is unanimous. Kev getting knocked out here. Bird will be advancing on in that E46. I believe that will bring us to the end of this group. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get everything set up for our final four. And as soon as we are ready, we will be back from commercial break.
Looking just the same as you did last time I touched you. Here I am, tangled up inside the thought of you. Do you love me? Will that love be start to stir? Looks like we made it. Left each other on the way to another love.
Welcome to Irwindale Speedway. This is the House of Drift. What began in 2004 is just an idea. Guess what? It's here to stay, and it's making noise in more ways than one. From screeching tires to the fans in the sold-out crowd, thank you so much for contributing to the Formula Drift family. Without further ado, you know the famous words, let's send it!
And Vaughn Gittin Jr., what a great story. His first ever Formula Drift win. And let's not forget Justin Pollock up there in top 3.
Daichiro Yoshihara, your 2011 Formula Drift champion. Check out the celebration by him and his team as he's raised atop their shoulders.
Well, with Daigo Saito getting the win, Forsberg gets a championship, Osmo in second place, and Forrest Wang in third.
The crew killed it, man. Like, I walled my car hard in practice. For them to come back and not only give me a car that'll win a top 32 battle or top 8, to be able to win the thing, even better.
Oh my god, this is the best feeling in the world. I haven't had a solid finish at Irwindale ever since 2015 where I lost to Frederick Osborne in the finals. My next podium was a winner trophy and I'm extremely happy about that. And we were able to secure a 1-2 finish here at Irwindale.
Last run of the season that each contestant will make. They're throwing everything out there. The backfield is starting to surge on the inside, goes very deep. Oh, almost makes contact. Oh, and look at that right there on the inside flip. Frederick Osmo is locked in against Chris Forsberg.
Even these are the same guys that led the hunt for the Castro Synthetic Power Cup. And what a monumental season it's been for Formula Drift. Just started on the streets of Long Beach with a
And you can see right there, contact by Ryan Turk. Now back on it and into a smoke cloud.
Look at Peter Finsick all over Dai Yoshihara. Brian, do we have a victor?
Right now, guess what?
Oh, Reader surges to the side of the... Oh!
Thank you so much for contributing to Formula Drift. As we wrap up our 8th round of 8 here at the House of Drift, we'll not only find out who wins under the lights here at this iconic track, but also who is our 2023 champion.
You'll V-Dub, got Mike in the house. What's up? And his tricked out whip. What does this do?
It sucks in air.
It's definitely sucking.
Yo, Mike, if you want us to unpimp this thing, let me hear you say, what?
What?
V-Dub, holding it down on the engineering tip, y'all. Yeah.
The GTI Mark V, pre-tuned by German engineers.
Listen up, V-Dub in the house. Jason, this is your 98 whatchamacallit.
You got an F.
You know what we're gonna do now?
No.
Unpimp your auto. V just dropped it like it's hot. V-Dub, representing Deutschland.
The GTI Mark V, pre-tuned by German engineers.
V-Dub here in full effect with Trey and his ride.
It looks like it could fly.
What time is it?
I don't know.
Time to unpimp the auto. Oh, snap. German engineering in the house, yeah.
The GTI Mark V.
All right. We are back from commercial break here. PSO round 3 of season 2 here at Red Ring. We're in the final 4. All of these drivers have fought hard to get here. First battle that we're going to have up to the line already is going to be Johan 717 and Damien of Imperium up to the line for the first battle of our final 4. Johan will be in the lead. Damien will be in the chase. As soon as we are ready to send him here, we're going to get these guys underway for the first battle of our final 4. Judges are ready, going to get these drivers underway. Johan in the lead, Damien in the chase position in that beautiful RX-7. Johan initiates, drops the tire on initiation, which holds him back a little bit, but he does bring it back inside for that inner clip. Through to the second inside clip, does white line it now out to that outside zone. Damien catching up, getting back in the pocket. Johan using a little bit of handbrake there to get back out, not what the judges want to see. Damien putting that car right back up in the pocket after having to deal with that little handbrake pull in the lead. Now Damien dropping a tire in the chase there, through that final outside zone and across the finish line. For a very, very nice first battle. Now we're going to bring him back to the line for the second half of it.
Always turn, so be brave, take the step. Be accepting of your feelings, inhale deep and count your breath. Emotions stay fickle, be careful. Don't be led. Stay safe with the knowledge, not the thoughts.
All right, and our drivers are back to the line. As soon as the judges are ready, we will go ahead and get these guys underway.
Keep focused. Influence will try to shift your gaze. No magic potion epiphany.
Here we go. Damien out in the lead. Johan 717 in the chase in that gorgeous Nissan Silvia S15. Damien initiates into that first inside clip, drops a tire. Johan possibly dropping a second tire in there, trying to keep up with him. Now Damien in that outside zone drops another tire. However, Johan keeping that S15 right where he's got to keep it. Now coming out into the long outside sweeper. Johan, very nice, keeping that S15 in the pocket as we come out to the touch and go. Damien putting it right on that white line, very nicely done, into that outside zone and across the finish line are both of these drivers. Very, very solid runs out of these two guys. Two very competent drivers. Love seeing them out here. Love seeing them compete. Especially that S15, man. I tell you, out of all the S15 liveries that we see in a season, Johan definitely has my favorite. Such a nice car. As we go to the stream replays, judges are deliberating this one. Might be a tough one for them to call. Definitely a very close battle. Two very good runs from both of these drivers. Similar mistakes. We shall see what the judges decide.
Show your patience at the gate, learn our love defeats our hate, count your breath. Incremental as we rise, reveal the truth before your eyes.
Looks like we do have a call. Oh, hold on a minute. That call might have been reverted.
Tides will always turn, so be brave, take this step. Be accepting of your feelings, inhale deep and count your breath. Emotions stay fickle, be careful, don't be led. Stay safe with the knowledge, not the thoughts inside your head. Be present in the moment, keep focused. Influence will try to shift your gaze. No magic potion, epiphanies or omens.
Man, it looks like Johan is advancing on. There was a little bit of a discretion there. One of our guys didn't get the word to me in time before it was up on the stream, so you guys saw it before I did. Johan is going to be advancing into the finals. Damien will be going on to the battle for third place. Now we're going to go to our second battle of the final four. It looks like we're going to have Flo versus Bird for the second battle of our final four. Flo is going to be out in front in that RX-7. Bird is going to be in the chase position in that E46 BMW. Judges are ready to send. Let's get these guys underway for the second battle of our final four. Flo through the gate. Bird in the chase position. Flo initiates. Bird keeping that E46 in the pocket as Flo hits that first inside clip. Now into the second inside clip. Right on the white line with that front left tire is Flo at that outside zone. Now through the transition. Bird trying to keep that car in the pocket, but possibly struggling a little bit. That RX-7 is definitely fast as they go through that outside sweeper, through the transition to the touch and go. Bird now back up into the pocket, right on the door of Flo's RX-7. Bird dropping a tire in that outside zone, and across the line they go. Very nice battle by these two drivers. A couple of small mistakes between the both of them. However, very nicely done. Going to bring them around and set them up for the second run. Camp, back in the chat again. Dude, you gotta go to bed. I don't know what's up with you having all this now, man, but you gotta go to sleep, my man. Judges are ready to send. We're gonna get these drivers underway for the second half of this battle. Second battle, the final four. It's gonna be Bird in front, Flo in the chase in that RX-7. Bird initiates, Flo right on the door. Bird through the initiation. Bird drops the tire on that first inside clip. Now through the second one. Another. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Can you hear me? All right, we're back. So not an OBS issue with the commentary there. Discord being weird for whatever reason. Audio wasn't coming through. Had to reconnect. We're back. Definitely some weird stuff going on there during that run. It looks like we're going to have 4. There is, in fact, a decision here. It's going to be Bird advancing onto the finals. Flo is going to be going to the 3rd place battle against Damien. Unfortunately, it looks like that contact there in the middle of that transition is going to be what takes out Flo. So Bird will advance on to the finals. We're going to go to our 3rd place battle. As soon as our judges are ready, both drivers are at the line, ready to throw down for the 3rd place battle. Round 3, PSO Red Ring, Season 2. All right, judges are ready. We're going to get these guys underway. The 3rd place battle here, PSO Round 2 Red Ring. Flo out in the lead, Damien in the chase. Flo initiates, Damien keeping it right on proximity. RX-7 and RX-7 battle here. Flo through the inside clips, drops the tire on that 2nd inside clip, now bringing it to the outside zone. Damien falling back a little bit, but now gaining proximity by cutting the line, coming up into these next outside zones. Putting it right up on the door at the end of that one. Now going into the transition to the touch and go, falls back a little bit, but surges right back up on him. Through the outside zone and across the finish line are both of these drivers. So that'll be the end of that run. RX-7 on RX-7 action here for the battle for 3rd. Now, so it is known to everybody on stream, we will not be announcing the winner of the battle for 3rd or the battle for 1st until we go to the podium. So we will be keeping it a secret who wins what battles. All we will be telling you is if a decision has been made. Once the battle for 1st place ends, we will go to a commercial break and then come back for the winner ceremony. But both of these drivers now are at the line, ready to go for the 2nd half of this battle for 3rd place. As soon as we get the go-ahead from judges, we will get them underway. Drivers are underway. Damien out in the lead. Flo in the chase position. RX-7 and RX-7 action. Damien initiates. Flo put it up there. Oh, looks like a tire drop from Damien and also one from Flo as well in the chase. Damien dropping a tire in that outside zone for a very long time there. Now through the transition, Damien dropping another tire. Not looking very good for the lead car. Flo putting that RX-7 right where it needs to be. Through the touch and go, not getting as deep as we'd like to see in the lead, but the chase from Flo, absolutely beautiful. Putting that car right where it's got to be. As we take it to the stream replays, our judges will come back to us with their decision momentarily. And again, as was just said, we're not going to announce the winner of this battle until we get to the podium ceremony. Same thing with the 1st place battle. This is the battle for 3rd. Next up will be the finals. Waiting now to see if a decision has been made by our judges. It would appear that the judges are still deliberating this battle. And I'm being told that we do have a decision. So we do have a decision. We're going to be going ahead off to the finals now. As a reminder, we're not going to be announcing who won this battle yet until the podium ceremony after the finals. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead into the final battle here at PSO Round 3 Red Ring. Going to have Johan 717 in that beautiful Nissan S15 going in the lead. Bird in the chase position with that E46. This is the finals. This is the final battle. Judges are ready. Let's get these drivers underway. Johan out in the lead. Bird in the chase position. Johan initiates. Bird keeping it right up on him through the initiation. Beautiful first inside clip from Johan. Bird possibly making a mistake there in the chase and not leaving room for transition, causing an issue on his own line. Now Johan through the transition. A little bit of a gap between them. Bird now closing that gap as Johan goes through that outside sweeper. Bird trying to keep up. Looks like some wavering going on in the speeds. Cutting the line to get back up as Johan does a very beautiful touch and go. Now out through that outside zone and across the line go both drivers. Very, very nicely done in the lead there from Johan. Love seeing the proximity at times there throughout that chase from Bird. Two very good drivers, two drivers that we know very well in this series. Now we're going to bring him back and run the second half of this finals battle. Bringing him back to the line. Going to switch around the order here. We're going to have Bird in that E46 in the lead. Johan in the S15 in the chase. This is the second half of our finals battle here at Red Ring, round 3 of season 2. Judges are ready. Let's get these drivers underway. Possibly the last run of the night here. Bird out in the lead. Johan in the chase position. Bird initiating that beautiful E46. Tired up on initiation, but then through to the inside clip. Now going through that second inside clip again from Bird. That tire drop on that second inside clip. Gonna put a harm on his run there. Johan in the chase position. Not exactly perfect in the start there with the pocket, but now getting back into it. Bird coming out to that outside zone. Johan right up in that pocket. Putting that car where he needs to put it. Out to the touch and go now. A little bit of left foot braking from Bird in the lead and Johan in the chase. Through the outside zone. Johan right on the door. Ending out a very, very beautiful run from both of these drivers here in the finals. Definitely a very, very exciting set of runs for this finals battle here at round 3 of Red Ring, PowerSlideOpen Season 2. Very, very, very good runs from both of these drivers here. We absolutely love to see it. Two of our very prominent drivers of the series. Johan, very well known in the community. Bird, also very well known in the community. Two guys who you can sit down with, have a very good chat. Always rowdy to drive with. As we go to the replays, waiting on a judge's decision. Judges are going over the replays, doing a little bit of deliberating right now. We do have a decision. Judges are saying that we do have a decision. It is confirmed. So we are going to cut to commercial break. When we come back, we will be at the winner's podium. So stay tuned. As soon as we come back from the commercial break, we will announce our top 4 final positions. But for the time being, enjoy another round of commercials.
Welcome to Irwindale Speedway. This is the House of Drift. What began in 2004 is just an idea. Guess what? It's here to stay, and it's making noise in more ways than one. From screeching tires to the fans and the sold-out crowd, thank you so much for contributing to the Formula Drift family. Without further ado, you know the famous words, let's send it!
Vaughn Gittin Jr., what a great story. His first ever Formula Drift win. And let's not forget Justin Pollock up there in top 3.
Daichiro Yoshihara, your 2011 Formula Drift champion. Check out the celebration by him and his team as he's raised atop their shoulders.
Well, with Daigo Saito getting the win, Forsberg gets a championship, Osmo in second place, and Forrest Wang in third.
The crew killed it, man. Like, I walled my car hard in practice. For them to come back and not only give me a car that'll win a top 32 battle or top 8, to be able to win the thing, even better.
Oh my god, this is the best feeling in the world. I haven't had a solid finish at Irwindale ever since 2015, where I lost to Frederick Osborne in the finals. My next podium was a winner trophy, and I'm extremely happy about that. And we were able to secure a 1-2 finish here at Irwindale.
Last run of the season that each contestant will make. They're throwing everything out there. This backfield is starting to surge on the inside, goes very deep. Oh, almost makes contact. Oh, and look at that right there on the inside clip. Frederick Oslo is locked in against Chris Forsberg.
Even these are the same guys that led the hunt for the Castro Synthetic Power Cup. And what a monumental season it's been for Formula Drift. It just started on the streets of Long Beach with a
And you can see right there, contact by Ryan Turk. Now back on it and into a smoke cloud.
Look at Peter Finsick all over Dai Yoshihara. Brian, do we have a victor right now? Guess what?
Whoa, Reader surges to the side of the... Oh!
Thank you so much for contributing to Formula Drift. As we wrap up our 8th round of 8 here at the House of Drift, we'll not only find out who wins under the lights here at this iconic track, but also who is our 2023 champion.
Yo, P-Dub, got Mike in the house. What's up? And his tricked out whip. What does this do?
It sucks in air.
It's definitely sucking.
Yo, Mike, you want us to unpimp this thing? Let me hear you say, what?
What?
V-Dub, holding it down on the engineering tip, y'all. Yeah.
The GTI Mark V, pre-tuned by German engineers.
Listen up, V-Dub in the house. Jason, this is your 98 whatchamacallit.
You got an F.
You know what we're gonna do now?
No.
Unpimp your auto. V just dropped it like it.
What?
All right, we are back with all of our top 4 drivers here to announce our winner's podium. All 4 of these drivers here did very good throughout the day. Definitely throw some very good battles our way. Putting on a really good show for all you guys at home. So starting off with our 4th place finisher. 4th place today here at PSO Season 2, Round 3 Red Ring. It's going to be Damien of Imperium. Damien is going to be taking home 4th. With that flow, congratulations on taking home 3rd place. 2 very nice RX-7s. Very glad you guys could be out here for this. Very good battles. Congratulations on your finishing. That being said, our finals. The winner of PSO Season 2, Round 3, Red Ring, Car X. Driving a car with 4 wheels, 4 tires. Driving the Nissan S15 717, Johan takes the win here at Red Ring. Congratulations, Johan, and Bird will be taking home second place here in that gorgeous E46. Congratulations to both of you guys. Johan, absolutely beautiful runs. Very nicely done throughout the entirety of the day. Bird fighting very, very well to get here. Congratulations on your second place finish. All these guys going absolutely crazy here in their cars, hitting each other, doing burnouts, doing what they love to do. Thank you to all of our sponsors, Sensus Co., Blackout Esports, Team Berserk, and FDS. Always grateful for your support. Thank you to all of the viewers on Twitch who stuck it out throughout the day, throughout the entirety of this round. Thank you to all of the drivers who have competed in this round, whether it was qualifying, battles. If you were here, thank you. Thank you to all the drivers of our season. And with that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to sign off. You guys have a very, very good night.
Can we do a podium finish on the lap? Let's go!